Let me see if I have any equipment that needs to be repaired. Ah, man, that's always just a slightly worrying part. Well, more than slightly worrying, I suppose. Still. Alright, we got Solaire in here again. What does he got to say to us?
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call
But
upon
I
me.
will be hesitating
You've
to
left
call
me
upon
with
you,
quite an
Solaire.
impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
I'm not going to be focused on summoning you, or any NPCs for the rest of the game. I did summon him for the Gaping Dragon, though, I think, just to kind of show it off. I can't recall, though. He's summonable for the boss fight coming up, but I won't be doing that. Probably not. I might eventually, for the sake of the Let's Play, but you know, we'll see when we get to it. Alright, pretty much these guys, these Silver Knights, and some people will put down signs for this, but weakness parrying. If you can learn how to parry these guys, they're so simple. Spear guys and the sword guys alike. Just learn how to parry them, and you'll be copacetic. Not like that though. That was a bad parry. Oh, he's got me. Okay, just take it cool. It's actually the move I was hoping he was going to do the first time. Oh, that's up. Dang it. Okay. This was a poor show of form. Let's back out of here for a second. Let's bait him to attack. Heal. Oh. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, that was pretty bad. Do I want to reset and try again? No. I don't think I will. Now, there's something important in here. You can roll into these, by the way, too. I should have mentioned that earlier. We got some important shit down here. You can see there's tons of signs. So we got a mimic right there. I'll worry about him in a second. Let's pick up the treasure first. Fat loot. Dragon Tooth. Havel's Great Shield. Oh boy, you know what's next. Havel's Helm, Havel's Armor. And Havel's Gauntlets, Havel's Leggings, yes. That's some serious shit right there. When it comes to like armor in this game, in terms of just the outright like gives you gigantic bonuses, that's Havel's Armor right there, pretty much. It's massive, massively good, but also insanely heavy. I mean, what do you think Havel's Ring gives you the ability to carry more? Insanely heavy armor. I can't stress that enough. Let's take a look at it. Just the gauntlets alone. 11 pounds. The gauntlets are 11 pounds. Look at what I'm wearing right now. 3.7 pounds. Gives me 6 poise. The poise on Havel's gauntlet, 28 motherfucking poise. That is serious shit right there. I wouldn't mind wearing that at some point in the game for my character. Now, talking about design, if you remember, that was an illusory wall right there. There's a hint to that. If you come back here, there's a window right here, so you can see into this room behind the illusory wall, and it'll get you thinking, how do I get to that? Oh, now someone has the try parrying. This door's locked too, by the way. Just want to mention that. It does not open from this side. Whatever. It's the same shit. Where's my shortcut at? Okay, there's a shortcut right here. I don't know if it's an intentional thing. Well, I mean, it's probably clearly not an intentional shortcut, but it's been a while. There it is. Almost. You can jump that railing and get on the walkway up there. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna go the long way. I just wanted to show that off. Alright, let's open this door and fight this guy. Usually I have the most trouble trying to parry the spear guys, but for some reason, just not really any trouble at all right now. Got a soul of a hero in here, and we get to look at one of these guys. If you remember, that's the same as the dude that's in the undead parish right outside of Andre's room. And we can also look into this room, which is above the room where the door won't open. It's a nice little dragon head on the wall. I wonder if there's anything that we can see out the windows. Nope. Which actually reminds me, I should point this out on the way in, but you can see Solaire and the bonfire from down there as you're coming, as you're about to go into the in through the fog door down there, which is kind of neat. It's one of those things that you see, if you look and see it, it'll make you feel very refreshed. You're like, oh, thank God, there's a bonfire. Okay, there's more mimics here. I swear these guys are like everywhere at this point in the game. This one had a gold coin. That's super useful. And another mimic. Oh, crap. Well, that's essentially what happens if you open up a mimic and you don't know it's a mimic. Oh well. I'm not too particularly worried about getting killed there. I mean, I had a few souls on me, but nothing too important. And I was just up the stairs. All I'm saying is, I got it. I never would have tried to do this as a no-death playthrough, certainly. And yeah, that finished him off. And he's got 5 silver coins. We're not even going to be using those things. If I remember correctly, they have no actual use in the game, except you can sell them to the NPC that we're not going to even be talking to in the game. Since this guy decided he wanted to start firing, I decided I will come out here and oblige him to a duel. And miss the parry. Come on. I really shouldn't be blocking that since I don't have 100% block, but... oh well. Now, I do want to point this out. Hey, it's our good buddy from earlier. Didn't see him at Sin's Fortress. That's right, because almost completely forgot about that. When I jumped down to get the Shodel, he's supposed to be sitting on the ledge that is down below that where the lizard guys were, but mysteriously he wasn't there. I'm not sure what was supposed to make him be there. I don't think this guy can open the door, unfortunately. I guess I'm going to have to do it for him. I like it much better when they do the big overhead slash. I find that a little bit easier to parry in time, the parrying for it. Or if they do one of their thrusting attacks. I like the thrusting attacks. Okay. What you want to do here is you just want to go along the bottom here and just get this guy to come up. Take him out. Simple. The thing that you do not want to do is to aggro this guy at the same time, because he's another one of those archers. He's just going to sit there and, like, make you have a bad day. Something to note, the archers actually have a little bit more health. Excuse me, not health. A little bit more souls that they give than the, compared to the other guys. Alright. That door's already open. This door's open. Kind of messed up against this guy a little bit. The spear guys are slightly harder because they just are able to block a little bit easier because they're using a spear, you know? Just makes it a little bit easier. This guy, you have to be really close to him to get him to aggro. It's kind of odd. Also, I hate that spear attack. Because they can do it at like 2 different intervals, and it's retarded. That's the main thing that makes them hard to parry. Okay. Well, it's not too hard to get back down there. Really should have just opened the door before I fought the guy, though. So that was a pretty big blunder. The door I'm talking about, right there. We were just on the other side of it. Oh well. Sorry, the railing's getting in the way of the camera. It's kind of causing some problems. That was just a Twitch notification. Wasn't anything particularly important. I don't know why, I just like hitting that guy from the wall if I can, if it's possible, with the weapon I'm using. I prefer to fight this guy in here anyway. Looks like no drops. Typical. Oh well. I can just circle around him and die? Okay. I swear I thought I had a backstab on him. Oh, you know, whatever. It's mighty frustrating, though. It is what it is, I guess. It doesn't help that I'm rusty, but whatever. I do want to try to play through to the boss of this area. I actually do not want to mess with that attack. I've got a pretty decent amount of poise right now, so I'm able to shrug off hits a lot easier here. Man, I really can't believe I lost like 20-something thousand souls because of this guy. What? Ah, come on! That. I just hit the dodge button and the attack button at the same time. Cracking under pressure. I'm throwing. That's what's happening. This guy, he aggroes right down here. If you go up the stairwell, he's going to follow you, so you pretty much got to kill him every time. I really can't believe I'm doing so poorly against the guy at the top of the stairs. I need to do everybody a favor. Yes. Amazing chest ahead. Okay, am I gonna do this right this time? Yeah, I am, apparently. Silly Silver Knights. I'm just gonna take this guy out the old-fashioned way. No sense in being a hero. Now, if I can just get that shortcut open, be good. I still can't believe I died twice to the stupid knight up top. Why did that happen? Okay. Learn my lesson for the first time. Let's open the door first. Then we'll go over here and take out this guy. And now he does the easy to parry attack. Thanks, friendo. Okay, now I can pick up the Silver Knight armor. I'm probably not going to use it. But that's a decent armor set to get at this point in the game. If you're a new player and you've been kind of going the new player path, that and Havels, you know, they're pretty decent to mix and match. Sorry about the long period of quiet there. I was just thinking about something. That's pretty typical. Look at this. Look at this. 15 rating on Need Humanity right there. I've seen some that are pretty high rated, and I don't know why. Okay, we can go out here. There's an item out here that I want to get. Oh yeah. Right here. Dragon Slayer Great Bow and some Dragon Slayer's arrows. Well, one Dragon Slayer arrow. Oh yeah. We can get ourselves some sweet revenge later if we want to. Provided we have the stats. Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh yeah, the stats on that thing are ridiculous. Anyway, that puts you outside. Don't worry. We're actually right next to the room we were just in. And oh my god, this is a giant. Don't kill this guy. Seriously, do not kill this guy. He's one of the most important NPCs in the game. There's no reason whatsoever to even attempt to kill this guy unless you're one of those guys that's like, okay, I'm at the end of the game. I'm about to start a new game plus. Let me pick up every item in the game. Then you can kill him and get his hammer. But don't do it otherwise. Please don't.
Who are you? Forge your weapons?
And that's right. This guy can forge right from the bat, right off the bat, right from the get-go. He can make you a lightning weapon. If you have a plus 10 weapon, he can make you a lightning weapon. That's why it's good to have a plus 10 weapon at this point in the game. If you're new, I'm not going to be making a lightning halberd. That's not part of my thing. My halberd's going to go up to plus 15 later. Instead, I'm going to be plus 10ing a weapon and doing another type of modification that he can do. He can make the boss weapons. Yeah, that's what we're looking to do. So, once I get a plus 10 weapon, it's a different type of weapon that I'm going to use. I'm going to make one of the boss weapons for the game. And I'm going to try it out. It's a boss weapon I've not really tried out before, so we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully good. I don't think I have anything that I particularly want to reinforce at the moment. I really like the Gargoyle's Halberd. It's actually one of my favorites. It's the weapon I used in my first playthrough. Memories. So he also sells some pretty important stuff. Large Titanite. He does sell green Titanite. Both of these are 200 souls cheaper than the merchant at Sin's Fortress, the Crestfallen Merchant. He also sells Twinkling Titanite. That's pretty expensive. This is used for a lot of the special items in the game. It can be farmed in a really annoying and frustrating location. He's also got Giant's Halberd, Giant's Shield, and Giant's Armor, which is also really good armor. Recommend picking up all pieces of it just in case, you know. He's also got our Dragon Slayer arrows that we can use with the Dragon Slayer Great Bow. And he's got a lot of other cool stuff like Moonlight arrows, if that's your sort of thing. Lightning bolts. Bolts that do lightning damage, I should say. He's also got sniper bolts for the sniper crossbow. So yeah, he's really good NPC. Seriously, this guy, you don't even want to joke about killing him, really. Okay. We can knock this guy off like we could that one on the other side. And we've got one other guy to worry about, but he's not going to be a problem. Just going to tighten him up. Oh yeah, I can get a Titanite chunk. Titanite chunk refines from plus 10 to 15. Also does lightning refinement. I'm not going through there, that's just from where we were earlier. You can see the rotating bridge down there. I just wanted to open up the shortcut. Now it's time to take on the big cathedral room, which is not too terribly difficult. I wouldn't call it terribly difficult. I recommend, guys, I should have mentioned this back there, at least, um, after you've gotten the after you get the large ember from earlier on in the depths, and you've given it to Andre. You can only give it to Andre, by the way. You can't give it to this guy if you're thinking of giving it to like a different blacksmith. I don't know if I made that clear. But after you've given it to Andre, make at least one weapon, like whatever weapon it is you're wanting to use, make that at least +6 before you move to Sin's Fortress. That way, when you get here, if you haven't touched it at all, like maybe you're using the lightning spear or something, then you can upgrade it to +10 using the large titanite shards that the giant has, the giant blacksmith. And that will be super useful. We'll talk about that in a minute. That would be super useful because, I mean, you know, then you can make your own lightning weapon. You don't have to use the lightning spear anymore if you don't want to. I like to try to do a plunging attack on these guys if I can. It's just... Oh, what? Here, I'm gonna roll off here. I can fight one of these guys without much of a problem. I say that. I've been known to be wrong before. So let's do the important thing first before doing any of that. Yeah, that's gonna open the big doorway right here. Now that guy just goes back to his spot anyway. Forget that he tethers right there. Ah. Okay, that was a mistimed roll. So I'm just gonna heal up and try to time this stuff properly this time. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's right. These guys can do a little miracle there that's pretty annoying. These guys also have a ton of HP compared to the other giant guards. I forget if they've got like a specific name, like giant sentinels or something like that. Anyway, I kind of had no purpose in killing them. They do respawn. So, it's back to the bonfire. I'm not going to worry about fighting this guy yet either. He's a bit more difficult than the one in the parish, and I haven't even bothered to fight the one in the parish either. I mean, they do have items that I want for later, certainly. But I just don't necessarily need those items yet. I will eventually. Don't get me wrong. Right now, I just don't need those things.